Hey guys, it's Mario here, and we are on episode 3 of Questions with Mario, where you guys send me questions and I respond to them in a personalized video. And let's jump into the first question. All right, and the first question is from Clarissa. She asks, I would be curious on how you handle inquiries. Do you send them a packet? Do you talk to them on the phone? Do you have them come in and talk to you? And what happens when they book a session? What's your process? So typically what I do is I funnel all of my inquiries to my website. So if they reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook or text or any other medium, I have them fill out my client inquiry form on my website. And this just gives me their basic general information and it lets me answer them via email. So I don't love to answer client inquiries via Facebook Messenger, especially if I'm out and about and if I'm not paying attention to it. So by simply sending them to my website always, I know that I'm looking for client inquiries in that one spot. After they send me an inquiry, my most important step is to set up a pre-consult with them. So I don't love to talk on the phone with clients. I don't love to email with them. I really want to convey my excitement and my energy for their photo shoot. And the only way that I can do that is if I meet with them in person. So my goal is when they send me that email is to set up a time to have them come to my studio and to chat with them about their photos. And obviously that's not perfect for everyone. So if you have a lot of clients that travel from out of town, or if you don't have a studio, you can still make this happen. You can do a Skype consult at the very least. When I didn't have a studio, I would meet with my clients either at their home or at a coffee shop. It was very important for me to get that face-to-face interaction with them. And so typically when we do the pre-consults, I just like to give them a little rundown on how the process works with me. Oftentimes my clients have worked with like a larger box studio, and so I just want to realign kind of what they should expect working with me, a smaller independent studio. And I also want to be able to answer their questions. A lot of people also haven't worked with a professional photographer before. So I really want to make sure that we're both on the same page. I feel like the pre-consult is just such a great way for us to avoid problems down the line. So whether it's, pricing concerns or product concerns, I feel like the pre-consult is just such a great way to alleviate most of those issues right off the top. And our next question is from Angie. Angie says, how do you handle twin sessions? I'm finding that several times a year I have twins inquiring with me and I simply feel like I'm not giving them the experience they're expecting. Should I schedule different sessions? Offer a discount? Angie, this is a great question. I typically shoot several twin sessions a year as well. And so what I have found that I like to meet with both the twins and one or more of the parents at the pre-consult, and I like to charge them just for one session fee, and I give them a 10% discount on all the products. And so that's basically my way of saying, hey, I understand that you've experienced a lot of duplicate costs. I would like to make it just a little bit easier on you. And I do that knowing that I'm typically gonna have a larger sale than with just one client. And so what I do is I shoot their sessions separately. So I do, my seniors get about a 90-minute session with me. So I do those separately. I'll do them on the same day if they want, or I'll do them on separate days. It depends on how unique they want their sessions to be. I'll typically do a mini session with them together as well. And that'll be maybe a 15 to 30-minute shoot with just one outfit, just to get a couple of images of them together. And then from there, they will do their ordering session typically together, and they'll order usually the same product for each kid. And so I love doing the twin sessions because really it just almost doubles my sale, and the only extra work that I'm doing is just an extra photo shoot basically. So I definitely approach my twins in a way where, if my normal sales average is $3,000 for an 8-hour client, I'm really just doing, $5,500 now and only adding a couple extra hours onto my workflow. So hopefully that helps and encourages you to, relook at how you approach twins, and let me know if that helps you out. Okay, you guys, and the next question is from Nancy. She says, do you charge for your hair and makeup, or do you have your client pay them? I can't decide on how I want to balance it out. I'm concerned with the time invested as well. Having to wait and hang out for possibly 2 hours before the shoot seems like a waste of time. Nancy, that's a fantastic question. I love to offer hair and makeup for all of my shoots, and so it's definitely a part of my client experience on shooting with me. I don't have my clients pay me for the hair and makeup. I've done it that way before, and it's not a bad system by any means. But what I found that, especially in the summer when I start getting really busy, I'll actually have my clients just meet with hair and makeup without me being there. And so whether they meet at the makeup artist studio or if the makeup artist travels to them, I found that it just makes it so much easier. And so in that regard, they'll just naturally pay the hair and makeup artist. This is also a good idea because a lot of times my makeup artist is really busy too. So for example, if we're doing a 5 p.m. shoot, but my makeup artist is booked for that time, my clients could very well meet at 1 p.m. to get their hair and makeup done and then come to me at 4 o'clock for their photo shoot. So it actually makes scheduling for everybody also just a little bit easier. When I am present for hair and makeup, it's a great time and a lot of jokes are happening and, it's definitely building that experience. But as you guys know, in the middle of summer when things are crazy, sometimes you just can't make that happen for every session. So that's how I approach my, working with other creatives essentially. And so if you have any questions on that, let me know. All right, and our final question is from Corey. Corey asks, I am working on building my high school senior brand. I also shoot weddings and engagements as well as corporate headshots. At what point should I consider separating these brands? Can I get away with one website and one Instagram handle? What I would recommend is that if you're doing more than just a handful of seniors every year, it's gonna definitely be worth creating that separate brand for them. The kind of millennial generation and everything is really geared on, that individual personality type. And so just having one umbrella brand that shoots weddings and engagements and headshots just feels like they're not getting that personalized experience from you. Luckily, it's getting easier and easier to set up these multiple domains and websites and social handles and, all that kind of work that goes along with that. So I would definitely say if you're looking to shoot, more than like 10 seniors a year, I think it would be worth having a separate brand for it. I don't think it needs to be complicated. I think that your website can just be a very simple portfolio and sign up. Your social handles can really just have your portfolio images, a couple behind the scenes shots and that kind of thing. So really, setting up the additional brand shouldn't be that much extra work, but if you're really looking to make your high school senior brand something that's prevalent, then I think that's really the best way to go about that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you found the information useful. If you want your question answered, just shoot me an email. The link is below and I will be happy to include it in next week's video. And if you have any other questions, just shoot me a message. Have a great week, you guys, and see you soon.